I just finished episode 128 where you guys are talking about directors and how some directors are really just serving themselves and some directors are serving the audience, or maybe a better way stated is they're making the film for themselves as opposed to some that are making it for the audience. And I was very into it, enjoyed it, agreed with a lot that was said, had thought through a lot what was said beforehand, and so it was neat to hear you guys talk about it. But there was a little bit of nuance that I wanted to give, possibly pushback on Christopher Nolan. I've seen all but one of his films, and I have to admit that he's kind of wearing out his welcome for me as the films go on. But his films exist on a spectrum. Yes, he tends to highlight and be very focused on concepts of order versus chaos, our perceptions of time, our perceptions of reality. How do you know what is real? He loves all those concept things. And if you watch any of the behind the scenes features where he's talking about his films, you can tell he loves the concepts because that's what he talks about. And I appreciate that. I enjoy that to a degree. But the films of his that I really enjoy are the ones where his concepts don't consume his characters. And I think you see that in films like The Prestige. The Prestige is an example of a film that is very much about the twist, about the puzzle of the movie and what's happening, what does it mean, and how does it all fit together? And now it's over. I'm going to have to go rewatch it 3 more times to really get it all. But you can watch it 3 more times and the characters don't flatten out. They don't become cardboard just there to serve the puzzle. They're still rich. Character-wise, it's heartbreaking, that particular film. Some of the character conflicts, and I'm thinking particular, spoiler alert, of the suicide in that movie. It's heart-wrenching because the characters have some depth to them. The films of his that I think really fall flat are films like Interstellar. I think Tenet fell flat. In a lot of ways, it's because the concept is everything. He's totally into his concept. He's going to draw it out and put it on display for the audience, and he's going to weave it together in an interesting way. And the characters are only there because they somehow are connected to the concept. They really don't mean anything. They don't have depth beyond the movie. Their lives do not extend beyond the frame of that film. But the ones that are good are ones like, again, The Prestige is fantastic because the characters are deep. And I think that's why Inception is actually one of his really good ones. Because even though the concept is very much in focus with that one, there is still that absolute linchpin relationship of Cobb to his children and wanting to get back to his children and the relationship with his wife. All of that right there makes that film mean something more than if it was just a concept film. Okay, so those are my thoughts. That's my way of inserting myself into your podcast. Thanks for watching.